Well, it's the third week of August, and at Fun Enterprises, that means the summer is over and we've already hit the road, welcoming students back at a number of colleges, both local and a little bit further away. I almost feel like at this time of year, when I do these blogs, there should be a soundtrack of On the Road Again playing behind me. But I haven't figured that technology out, and I'm not sure people would be able to pay attention to me speaking and the music running in the background. I really love this time of year. Maybe it's the fact that we're welcoming new students. Maybe it's the fact that we're going to be busy for a while. Or maybe it's the simple fact that seeing these kids on their campuses is really great. You get to see people with that wonderful look of enthusiasm, excitement, and wonder in their eyes as they're experiencing things for the very first time. What makes it even more special is that a lot of the student leaders are also have that same mindset and that same look on their face. Yes, they've done it before, but they seem to really enjoy it. I love the fact that we're now a little bit further past COVID, and a lot of these students are looking at things and really wanting to experience them. They're back in the swing and they really seem to enjoy the fact that they have these opportunities to engage with other students, to create community, and to build something special, not only for themselves, but for the community they've become part of. It's great to see. I often stop and wonder whether or not I would enjoy being a student today. In 2 years, it will mark the 50th anniversary of when I trundled off to school. Colleges back then were so different, especially our social lives. I'm sure that a lot of the courses haven't changed drastically, especially when we're talking about things like history that you can't really go back and revise. But the academics are one thing, the social life is something very different. When I started school in 1978, drinking age was 18. So much of our social lives revolved around alcohol. That is very different from today. Although there are colleges that still have quote unquote party reputations, many students in this day and age choose not to drink. They prefer doing things that are far more social and far less alcohol related. There are so many clubs on campus that weren't around when I was in school. I could never imagine there actually being things like a knitting club or a Quidditch club, but those exist on many colleges. And there are so many things that are technology related that we just didn't have back then. But I wonder, would I have enjoyed going to school today? Would I have taken advantage of those opportunities? I wander around campus and I see so many things that when I was in school, we didn't have. We didn't have beach volleyball. We didn't have giant lawn games that were out at all times. We didn't have fire pits with beautiful seating around them where students could simply congregate and enjoy one another's company. Most of our social lives were either large scale events or they happened in our residence halls. We didn't have quite the number of opportunities to meet fellow students and get to know them. So much of that is vital today to college environments and college communities and campuses. As I walk around campus, I see things like beach volleyball pits and so many other great things that we just didn't have. I really enjoy that. I also think that one of the things I would have enjoyed about going to school when I did, as opposed to going to now, is that we didn't have the same access to technology. The internet was not even around when I was in college. Social media was not very important. As a matter of fact, it didn't exist. We actually had a Facebook that was simply a book that had all kinds of different pictures of different people. It was our class, but there was no social media involved. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus. What I do know is that college today is very different. And if I have one piece of advice to give to college students today, that piece of advice would be very simple. Make sure to get involved. Join clubs or organizations. It gives you a great opportunity to meet new people, make new friends, and make your collegiate experience super exciting and wonderful. Some people say that college is the best 4 years of your life. I don't necessarily believe that. I will tell you, though, that college is a wonderful experience and it's made even better by getting involved and being engaged. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week.